Hey everybody, it is me, Erica. Um, Obviously you should know that since I'm doing this on my, I have stickers everywhere, doing this on my main page instead of my private page. And the reason I'm doing it is basically to ask you a few questions, advice, recommendations, etc. As some of you may know, I am pursuing a blog that is designed to provide a safe, somewhat confidential, non-judgmental environment for people to discuss all kinds of issues, whether it's just issues they're having with their doctors, intimacy issues, etc. I guess I should clarify that. People who are affected by chronic illnesses. I have transverse myelitis, which is a demyelinating disease of the spinal cord. It is similar to MS, however, it is usually a one and done thing. If I develop another lesion, whether it's in my spinal cord or on my brain, then that would progress my diagnosis to multiple sclerosis. And a lot of you don't know this, but I've been through hell and back. Well, you know that I've been through hell and back because I've said that. But because I've been through hell and back, I have really kind of made peace with the fact that I may not live as long as a normal person born in 1971. My health issues are invisible but extensive. And while they don't necessarily affect vital organs like my heart, my kidneys, my liver, they do affect my ability to lose weight because I cannot exercise. They also affect my ability to sleep because of chronic pain. They affect my ability to really enjoy life on a daily basis. There are a few places in this country, well, I'll say on the West Coast and in New York, that I feel energized enough to actually do some walking around, but I pay the price the next day. I can, some of you may know, I did some walking around with Mindy and Sherry in Las Vegas, and I had to miss out on going to the M&M store because I was pretty wiped out. But more importantly, Lynn was getting nervous about how badly wiped out I was going to be, and it took me several days to recover because that's what transverse myelitis does to you. You don't have everyday stamina. So, hi Chris. So, for those of you who don't know who I just said hello to, Chris is a fellow TM warrior, and is a phenomenal archery competitor. I guess that's how you would say it. He has taken his battle with transverse myelitis and found a way to really embrace something he loves, which is really, really awesome. It's very cool because I think archery is very cool. But for me, it would not be something that I could necessarily do easily because of the rods in my back and the muscles that have been affected from the various surgeries. So, anyway, he's a huge inspiration to me. So, I'm on here today because I want people's advice, recommendations, whether it's good or bad. I'm very open to constructive criticism about how they feel I could draw more attention to Pillow Talk Confidential. I'm hoping my blog will be up and running in all its beauty soon. The girl who's designing it has had a lot of family issues going on, some family emergencies going on, and so she's having to prioritize things. And since my blog isn't a money-making blog right now, I told her she could take her time with it, and that's fine. But hopefully it'll be up soon. And I know I've been saying that for a while, but I'm hopeful that'll be up by the end of May. Anyway, also here on Facebook, I have Pillow Talk Confidential, which is my private page. And I don't want to be too aggressive and turn people away. I don't want them getting a billion status updates a day, because that's annoying. But at the same time, I want people to interact with the page. I want people to feel as though they can go to that page and have those intimate conversations, whether it's specifically about the chronic illness that they suffer from, or dealing with getting disability benefits, or how to have a conversation with someone you're intimate with, boyfriend, spouse, girlfriend, and vice versa. If you are the boyfriend, spouse, girlfriend, whatever it may be, of someone who suffers with a chronic illness and it's causing challenges in your relationship, I invite you to join that page too, because I really think that many of the groups that are out there today focus I don't want to say too much, focus primarily on cures that may or may not happen in our lifetime. Stem cell therapy, stem cell research is going to be huge, but it's not easily accessible here in the United States, and therefore a true cure within anyone older than 45's lifetime may not happen. Yet those of us who are in this age group have real daily struggles. For me, I was forced out onto disability. Then my husband divorced me. Because of the stress that the divorce was causing, I agreed to a very minimal amount of alimony for a very short period of time, and therefore really don't have money to live on my own. So he has my dogs, which you guys see and hear me complain about constantly. He's going to be moving to Seattle with my dogs, and I have no way of remedying that situation because I can't afford to live on my own. The alimony he gives me plus what I get in disability is not enough to rent a place of my own, and it's actually even really not enough to rent a room in someone else's house, simply because the prices here in Arizona are so completely absurd, specifically Sedona and Flagstaff. And because of my inability to regulate my body temperature due to the transverse myelitis, Phoenix has become a place that I can't live, but I go and visit because my parents are there. Now, of course, if my parents would allow me to have my dogs, I might try and figure out how to live with them, or live in Phoenix with them, with my dogs, but that is completely out of the question for them. So here is my request, my call for action, my plea. First of all, if you or anyone you know think you could benefit from a private group that is not specifically transverse myelitis related. It is geared towards all chronic illnesses, including fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue syndrome, and just drawing a blank, sorry, and the other various ones that are all along that spectrum. If you or a friend could benefit from a page like that, please, let them know, send them my way, have them send me a private message, and I will add them as a friend. I will add them to the page. They can look around. They can tell me what they like, what they don't like. I have changed the page from being about pure romance, because I'm really not an active consultant for that anymore, to being more of a broad spectrum of issues that we deal with as we battle life with a chronic illness. But I do have certain days of the week where I mention pure romance. I have some inventory I'd like to clear out, and if people want to purchase things that I don't have, but they want to purchase them at a discounted rate, I can do that for them also. But I'm not focusing primarily on sex. When my blog is up and running, there will be a separate section for those really intimate, somewhat taboo conversations that people are uncomfortable with, thus the Pillow Talk Confidential name. So I'm just here asking that you spread the word, invite people to join Pillow Talk Confidential. If I see that the person requesting is a mutual friend, I will give them access. I monitor the page very closely because I will not tolerate people trying to use it as a dating site. I will not tolerate people trying to harass or diminish anyone's pain. And I really want to keep it non-political, which is a little hard to do simply because healthcare is a nightmare. But for the most part, those kinds of things don't belong on my page. What belongs on my page is emotional support, sharing of ideas, collaborations. I think Chris would be someone who would be an excellent public speaker. And I have a very good friend who does marketing for empowering. Well, she mainly focuses on empowering women, but in reality, she focuses on empowering all people that may be faced with challenges, whether it's a physical disability or a minority, or they're a woman in a primarily male sport, all kinds of things. And she's phenomenal. So there's all kinds of conversations that can be had in that group without it being a public group and the constant assault of trolls. So if you think you or someone you know might enjoy that kind of page, hey Kim, I'm just rambling now. Please send them over to Pillow Talk Confidential, and I'll drop the link below. And let me know what you think. Give me suggestions, give me ideas, give me recommendations. Tell me what I'm doing right. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Tell me what you'd like to see more of, what you'd like to see less of. I'm totally new to this, and I do hope that in 4.5 years it will morph into a way to make a little extra income, because once my alimony runs out, I'm even more screwed financially as far as being able to support myself. So, yeah, that's why I'm doing this on my main page, because I want you guys to be able to share it with your friends, and I want to reach everyone that hasn't joined my group, or maybe was in my group and didn't like what was going on and then left without saying anything. That really kind of sucks when people do that. Don't, if you need to leave because I've offended you, or you need to leave because it's no longer interesting, whatever it may be, because I can see when you leave, just send me a quick IM and say, hey, this isn't working for me. This is why I'm dropping out of your group. Or, better yet, is send me an IM and saying, your group is kind of, I don't know, not fun anymore, or focusing too much on sex, or not focusing enough on sex for that matter, whatever it may be. And don't just drop out. Give me ideas, contribute, post to my page. Everyone can post. You are more than welcome to post whenever you want. It is a totally open, and within the group, it's not an open group, but it is open for members of the group to post as they want. Even if it's just a silly meme, share away, because I need to know if I am putting my time and energy in the right place, or if I really need to just forget the whole Facebook thing altogether and just start writing my life book, and hopefully somehow make a career out of that. But I need your input. I need your friends' input to help me really get on point, and to make sure that I'm doing the right things in Pillow Talk Confidential. It is a much different page than my regular Facebook page here. I don't do a lot of whining and bitching on that page. It is a strictly it's a support group, essentially. So yeah, invite your friends, send me a private message, let me know what you think, tell me what I'm doing right, tell me what I'm doing wrong, tell me I'm wasting my time, whatever it may be. And if you know me well, tell me what stories you think would be beneficial for other people to hear, or even stories that you've only heard a bit of and maybe you want me to elaborate on because you think they're inspiring. So that's all I got for now. I'm probably going to go take a nap because I can't get through a day without a nap. Yay, transverse myelitis. No, not really. It sucks, but, chronic fatigue is chronic fatigue, and I don't believe in the spoon theory, so I do the best that I can. Anyway, I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I hope that you comment on my page, and I will be chatting with you soon. Thanks. Have a great day.